need to move these things. I considered trying to make a chat, multi-chat program or something. But I'm sure even with AI stuff, it takes some effort. So I don't know if I'm going to do that. But it would be nice because I have this tiny little screen. I don't know if I can... Yeah, those. I got them on here. I'm sure there's more functional ways to do it. Like an iPad or something might work. But I'm not going to buy one of those, so... Pause that. There we go. All right. So those are good. Let me see how many views. It's probably under 20. I need to post links to it as well. 33. So slightly better than usual. I took product photos of this pen case thing that was sent to me. They paid me a little bit, hopefully, if they actually follow through. So it's cool. Yeah, but I still want to make a vertical short video. So I'll potentially do that right now. I think I need that. Also need to make... Oh, wait. No? Yeah. I have caption data for that one, so I can use that. I do wonder maybe if leaving the video unpublished for a little bit is beneficial for YouTube specifically. Might be. There's that. I do use AI stuff, specifically Gemini Pro. It's free. They have a, let me see what it's called. Google AI Studio. I don't know if I have a overlay for this. Oh, there's... If I go into studio mode on... on OBS, I can preview it. Such a small window. It looks okay. Yeah, I guess I can show that. Push that to the live view. It's a very nice feature of OBS. With the studio thing, it gives you a staging area. I don't always use it though, because it's kind of a hassle in some ways. Whoops. There. Need to remember not to put other tabs inside the one that's being pushed to OBS. So I can give it a YouTube video. 5. Actually, let me try this. Wait, does it matter? Not. When I make a website article, I can potentially take more frames than 1 per second. But I honestly don't know if it actually works when I do 0.5 or something with this thing. But it kind of does need more accuracy. Actually, I don't need that. And then I need to hide this for a second. Do I need to hide it? Let's see. Upload file. What am I doing? All right. Oh. So picky. I have to change the file extension. It's been a little bit since I've done this. Yes. So those are captions. Initially, they're made with YouTube auto captions, but then I put it into ChatGPT. I've said this like 10 billion times on here now, but I might as well continue. I put it into ChatGPT in that with a prompt to have it clean it up because it definitely needs to be fixed up. And it's surprisingly decent at that, and it still doesn't change what it shouldn't change because it's captions and they need to be very specific to what's being said. Yeah, so now I need the prompt itself. Whoops, let me add that back in. I need to remember to remove this stuff. So there you can see, whoops, put it up there. It's got the YouTube video and the capture data. Probably doesn't really need the YouTube video, but I still put it in there. Just make sure it's not being shown. This one. Let me see. Yeah, I think that's right. Okay. I'll go over this a little bit. So, obviously, this could change like the quality of it if I were to really think about the words and everything related to that. But yeah, it basically tries to make a highlight from my original video. And then maybe in this case, this is a long video. So if I wanted to have it focus on specific things, that would probably be good. Because otherwise it's just going to look at it and generally try to, based on its training, try to come up with a script. All right. Nice thing about this one is that the context window is 1 million tokens. So that's pretty big. It's using 174,819 now. I do wonder if we'll get to the point where we'll have to think about if this stuff is sentient. It's not there, obviously, but you know, you have to potentially consider things out there as human. Not human, but sentient in the sense that it's a thinking real thing. Real. I mean, I don't know what words you can even use. And so it made a timecode list. This is start and stop points for it. So then I open up my original project. This one. There we go. Maybe I'll shrink this down or just remove it. I'll at least show the copy paste. So I'm going to take this, go into my scripts in here. Whoops, tools, script, run script. These are made in C#. Visual Studio, I can actually pull that up. I've shown them so much, I'm not concerned about, you know, if someone wants to try to copy it, they might as well. Make an attempt. It's probably this one. That's what it looks like in there. And then I'm going to be using this one. Basically just splits up and ripples the timecode data that I give it. I mean, based on the timecode data. So nothing too exciting. Paste that in there. Probably should have removed some stuff here. Yeah, I'm gonna delete this. And I'll clear these. And then I will... Oops. Turn that off. Switch to here. And then save this thing as a different file name. Short. I'm slow today. That was a pretty fun little photo shoot thing. If I could do this like 30 times a month and find company that would do it or pay for it, that would be cool. Yeah, and all I'm getting from this thing is $130 potentially. And then I do make ad revenue, so if the video becomes popular, then that's good. But and potentially affiliate link sales, which is another thing. So I mean, it's better than normal, I'd say. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's really nice quality, from what I can tell. Nothing too exciting. Whoops. That's what it looks like on the back. I didn't get an option for color, so that's just what they sent. And then it's got a strap. Presumably, you just kind of do that. And then you're good to go. It is actual leather, as far as I can tell. The stitching seems nice. I know that I would not, or I mean, I would struggle to stitch lines this nicely. So it's definitely, I mean, it's obviously done with the machine, but yeah. I still have a lot of random things that I need to kind of get in one place and then potentially do like a little sewing stream or something for that. At one point I had bought a bunch of black t-shirts from Hanes. They were the I don't know if it's medium tall or large thin. I think it's large slim. But they were so terrible quality wise with the sewing. They would just quite a few of them, the stitching was, after one wash, was coming apart. So logically I should have tried to send it to them, but I didn't do that. So I've fixed some of them. And fix is relative. It's not like a great fix, but I sewed those and they work enough to wear. And you can't really see them anyways, but I don't know if the one I'm wearing is one of the ones or not, but yeah. Anyways, stuff like that, and then I have a Berserk shirt that somehow got a hole in it. And I honestly don't know how that would even happen. But I mean, it's just maybe the material was flawed in there or it got caught on something. But other than that, the shirt seems fine. So if I'm gonna try to fix that, things like that. But yeah, I don't really do art, like pen art, drawing. I mean, I have in the past, but I'm definitely not skilled at it. So this isn't like super useful to me, but it's nice. So I guess keep it around. And then coming up, I would like to make a video on this wireless microphone thing. So that's a transmitter and it has built-in storage so that the transmitted data, you don't have to care as much about that in an important situation. And then that's the receiver. So this has a headphone port for some reason, and then the output port. So I generally push that to the computer when I'm doing like stream type things with this. This is the main reason I bought these. Got them used, but surprisingly, the new price right now, if you're in Prime, is basically the same price. But and I have a bunch of these lapel microphones. This is an old, like years and years old, newer one, which is the same brand as this stuff. I just bought these on price, and I wanted something with the storage inside. So there's that. So I plan on doing a test, see what they all sound like, so I can get a better idea of what I have on hand and what it is quality-wise. But I would usually have used this Sony one. It's stereo, so maybe not ideal for a lot of situations, but it's been all right. And then besides those two, this thing is a little pack of lapel microphones and other equipment. Could try those, and then this one. Good Dick. Or no, Gory Dick. Yeah. Very creative naming. Company naming. But I think this one is so large that I don't tend to even consider using it. It's all deja vu because I had talked about this stuff before in some time. But yeah, the cable is massive on this one. I probably bought this for a specific purpose because I didn't have the wireless things at the time. So I was like, I want to be able to move around, and I could just attach this to me and then move around with the cable, which technically it should be okay as long as it's like decently attached and doesn't move, like rustle and move around too much. Yeah. So it's kind of that idea. But the main focus really is on the idea of those wireless microphones. They've got so much more prevalent in the last number of years for the better. Like the price and also the quality. Sounds cool. Yeah, price versus quality, and you can get surprisingly cheap ones that are good enough. So I would consider these good enough. I did notice a few times where I had little dropouts or like garbliness, but I had done the backup recordings, and then it was a situation where I did want the audio, but I was fine because I made those backups. So that's the general idea. All right. So I've saved that. I'm going to run that script. Let me copy this time code list again. It's a lot of clipping for 55.6 seconds. We'll see what happens. Again, like I said, this is start and stop points. I'd like to do so much more with this stuff, but obviously time is a consideration. Whoops. Yes. I like keeping the original here for the moment so I can reference it if I need to pull some clips from it. But yeah, that's what it made. All right. Don't need that. Is that running? Yeah. Product photography with this Hanji leather pen case. Let's start with the equipment I use for
this photo shoot, the Nikon Z5, 20mm, 40, 85, and also macro tubes. The macro tubes are very important in this situation. I have this area set up and dedicated for the most part. It's got two lights, one large with a softbox. This is a continuous light.
It's kind of fluff information there. It's got two lights, two lights. So I can clip this out. Whoops. I mean, does this really save me a lot of time? I'm not totally sure, but I feel like it helps. Ouch. Oh, it just locked up. Nice. Nice as in not nice. Come on. Come on. Let's try that again. Save early and often. Or is it often? Often. Product photography with this Hanji leather pen case. Let's start with the equipment I I don't like that song. This is I'm doing multi-streaming now, so I need to consider YouTube. Maybe I get banned for that. Who knows? But YouTube audio library music. This is what I have in here. But on the Twitch side, it doesn't save into the VOD, so that's kind of my workaround. It's not great music, but I mean it's something. It's kind of my theme is not great, but something. Better than nothing. I don't know if that's a good outlook. Where did I put that? He was labeled crazy. Yep. Oh, no, yep. Patrick. Did I just... Okay, there we go. It's like, wait a second. Oh, that's one. So I'm not able to talk today. I added a bunch to this thing within the last few days. So I'm gonna slowly delete some that I don't like. I can't hear it like super loud, but I can still hear like hits and tap or whatever they're called. I don't know music terms. So if the cymbal or something is too loud, I can not want it in there. That's a nice frame. What am I doing? Start with the equipment I use for this photo shoot, the Nikon Z5
20mm, 40, 85, and also macro tubes. The macro tubes are very important in this situation. Two lights, one large with a softbox. This is a continuous light, constant light for. On the other side of the table, I have a panel light.
For to make an attempt to get one of the lens companies that have sent me stuff in the past. I emailed them, but they haven't responded. Because I have to do it in a way that doesn't mess up my leverage. Because I've placed myself in a difficult position for free stuff, because I have a bunch of terms. So generally, some of them are okay with it. Some of them just ghost me after I send it to them. I changed this quite a bit recently. But yeah, let's see. 929. So I made it even more pro viewer. And I include streaming now because I've done a little bit of streaming unboxings and stuff. The Polaroid, which I found a cap that kind of works for it so that the lens doesn't reflect in the background. There's a little cap. In the viewfinder, I put a little piece of paper, green paper, in the background, so it doesn't reflect. What am I saying? Polaroid was very open and awesome. They're just, hey, we like this video that you made. We want to send you on the current version XYZ. So that was easy and nice. But they're obviously smaller companies. They're more tend to be more unrealistic, and their marketing departments are just, again, unrealistic and controlling. So I make the terms to kind of deal with that a little bit. I mean, obviously, there's generally not, rarely is there an actual contract, except for the last one that I did. but that was a different situation. It's actually a company down south. So assuming they follow through, which it looks like they're going to, that was a nice little additional benefit. Anyways, they didn't have to care about this because it was different. But for example, the one before that was GoPro accessories. And I had changed the terms after that one, so I haven't really tried to apply this to any other ones yet. But basically, I did the tariff thing because I don't want to pay. I was kind of speculating. I don't know if I would have to pay import fees. Maybe. So I already lost one or two lenses from that. Probably just one that I can think of. And besides that, that's separate. That's not has nothing to do with the viewer. That's just me not wanting to spend money on making a video for some random company. In addition to, because generally if the value of the thing is over a certain amount, you have to pay income tax on it. In that amount, I don't remember how much it is offhand, but $150, $200, $300, something like that. I'll have to look that up, but I could probably put the specific number in here. And it's also possible that the government might have changed the number recently. Who knows? Because they're changing a lot. And then this is another one that got me at one point. The Kickstarter thing, Indiegogo Kickstarter, GoFundMe. I think it was the Kickstarter. I still have the lens. And it was generally fine, but they didn't mention it at the start. So that was a surprise. And it was bad for me because I couldn't do affiliate links originally. All I could do was link the Kickstarter. So that's a big negative to me for the affiliate links and stuff. So I added that one to it. Again, this really has nothing to do. I mean, it does have. I'm tired. Anyways, it has something to do with the viewer in the sense that Kickstarters and Indiegogos and these things are generally not super good for buyers because there's always that little chance of the company screwing people over. Now, this was a larger company, a well-known company, so they wouldn't do it, most likely. But it was irritating, so I added that one. And then this is like a big modification to what I had originally. The content I produce, the live stream thing, I did stream once on Amazon, which was interesting. I'm sure it's all based on the back end of Twitch. I mean, I'm not sure, but it seems likely that the technology from Twitch they took it and pushed it into Amazon. Although it is pretty restrictive in the resolution bitrate, so I had to lower it quite a bit. So, yeah, that was interesting. And I think the VOD's still up, surprisingly, on my Amazon page. But besides that, Twitch and YouTube, I would like to add TikTok. So the full length video, the vertical short which I'm kind of doing right now for this one website article. So here's the stuff that's more restrictive to the company and is better for the viewer. If you find a major flaw, you can request to have the products returned, but they have to pay for shipping and handling. In case of a flawed product, it will not complete the full-length video. I might need to modify this because I add the live streams. Yeah, this is a good opportunity to modify that. If I find a major flaw or defect in the products, you can request to have a... That's fine. In case of flawed product, I will not complete the full-length video of the flawed products unless some replacements. They'll keep in mind that any flaws I find early on are potentially shown in an unboxing live stream. In case of, I mean... In case of a flawed product, I will not complete the full-length video. I'll keep in mind that any flaws I find early on are potentially shown in an unboxing live stream. In case of replacements, the decision will be mentioned in a follow-up live stream and or the full video. I'll mention in the video how many replacements were sent. Unless requested by you, products stay in my possession. Just trying to make it more slightly financially viable. So for that one. This content is not considered a review. Honest opinion and what I find good. Products. What could be improved? I think. More opinion stuff. And what I think can be improved. Mention quirks or issues I ran into. Viewers may not respond well to unrealistically positive videos. Your business should understand this. And again, a lot of marketing agency or marketing. Oh man, my stomach hurts. You know, the group inside of the company that does marketing. You know, I don't think they're super reasonable a lot of the time. Maybe not a lot, but a fair amount of the time. Any work I produce is mine. I don't want them to use it without my permission, type of thing. You're allowed to use screen grabs and clips. If they want to promote it, I should probably add something about the newer YouTube feature where you can link videos with other YouTube channels. They have a business one, and then they have a collaboration one. So I tend to link both of them, but I should probably only link one of them. I just don't know like what they do too well. Well, it gives the company analytics data, which is the main thing, but it also gives them ability to place ads with the video. I mean, place ads on YouTube with the video as the material, which I'm generally okay with. Yeah, so anyways, that's it. I might have to look over that again, but I'm going to end stream. But slightly productive. Trying to work on this video. And then do that whole thing. And then a website article. And then probably this microphone thing. But I'm going to head out. Peace.